Hello to peeps of Demon City, Dr. the Hedgehog here, and welcome back to the gameplay of the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. So we are gonna continue on the library. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, let's see here. There's a poster right here. A child hangs pre-curiosity from the tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow. Tail says, "Wow, I really needed to see this." And me question mark. This little child's hanging in there, refusing to use his wings to fly safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If the child can stick to these principles and find strength, then I can do. Me saying in the head, there's no way there was that much thought put into this poster. Right? Okay. I want to talk with SBO. Let me check the inventory. I have nothing in there. Oh well. So let's. Sorry, folks. Birthday sneeze. Anyways, let's continue on. And look at that a little flame there. Anyways, let's focus. Let's focus. Okay. I want to see what's in this bookshelf. Tail says, "Wow, I wish I could stop and look at these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest." And me says, "Alright, let's move on then." Tail said. Tail says, "Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt." He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kind and candy shop, or in this case, a genius in the train library. Tail says, exclamation mark, "That's odd. I know some books have falling out on the floor and everything, but every book in these shelves is in alphabetical order, but this one." So it says it's the user guide to the Mileage Express, the train we're currently on. Me says, "Do you think someone found out on the ground and put it back?" Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Mileage Express manual is added to your inventory. Okay, what's going on with the little hand there? Tail says, "So poor thing, that arm is really struggling cleaning up this car." To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Tail says, "Yeah, probably for the best." Okay. I want to see this door over here. Tail says, "Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door and this way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it?" Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's lock is added to your inventory. Okay, and what's in this? What what's in this table? Me says, let's take a pause and sit for a second. Tail says, these chairs are very comfy, so plush puts me right in the mood to read. Me says, makes me want to take a nap personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Tail says, Stark, no, don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring every time a murder ruined my nap time. Alright. And what's in this trash? Me says, something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. Tail says, I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. Me says, in my mind, I really thought there'll be something there. Tail says, Dog, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? Me says, no, I'm alright. Tail says, I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find. Me says, you really think so? Tail says, yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Me says, yeah, okay. These trash bins hide secret, I'm sure of it. Tail says, Stark, you're pretty unconvincable, but I like that. Me says, me in mind, well, was that supposed to be a compliment? Okay, there was nothing in the trash. So what's in this? Actually, I want to look at this book. Let's see what it says. What's this white red book? Tail says, oh yuck. This reeks of the evil scientist, Dr. Eggman. Tail says, yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autography and recipe book. Me says, what kind of recipes? Tail says, who cares? I wouldn't trust any books he's written. It's weird. This is even here. Me says, maybe people just appreciate it on omelet. Tail says, you may not be wrong. Okay. What's in this? There's Chaos Cola. Check out our book club. And finally, Book of the Month, Gone Gold. And that's it. And what's in this globe? Exactly. Tail says, a globe of our marvelous planet. Me says, I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I would love to visit some of the countries. And Tail says, there are a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Me says, sounds perfect for vacations. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there. Tail says, I have actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. Tail says, he'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich. Me says, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. Me in mind, this group knows everyone and has everywhere, haven't they? Okay, what else? What else around here? Of course. What's in this? Tail says, ooh, what's yours? Tail says, there are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, cave ones, hotels, restaurants, and Tail says, Stark, look at this. There's a couple maps here. Me says, this seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. Teo says, I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Laboratory map is added to your inventory. He says, should we take this butcher about a cave too? Look, those spectacles. Nah. Teo says, nah, leave it. Me says, oh, haha, yeah, that's fair. Me and mine, nobody shares my boundaries for caves. And Teo says, I think we found enough clues. Teo says, let's go interrogate Victor and Espio to find out what really happened. Let's talk with Victor. Victor says, did you bring any meat to chop? Victor says, I may be butcher, but they confiscate my meat cleaver before getting on the train. Teo says, you actually try to bring a knife on the train? Victor says, I'm a man of authenticity. Tails, without a knife, I'm just a chef in the ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. He says, I think if you had a knife on you, we definitely think you were the murderer. Victor says, but what if I hide a knife? Teo says, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of straight. Well, start interrogation. Victor says, so, the two of you don't believe us, eh? Teo says, it's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the vilify of your alibis. Teo says, Dark and I are here to confirm two things. Teo says, why Victor left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library card. Me says, Victor, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library card to visit Knuckles? We prepared to present evidence of the... Victor says, oh, that's easy. I got bored. Teo is being suspicious, ... And me, ... as usual. Victor says, what? Espio says, I wasn't entertaining him enough. It seems Victor enjoys being sociable. Victor says, plus, we are instructed to mango. I remember the arcade machines in the saloon car, so figured I'll go check it out. Me in the head. This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Teo says, then that brings our attention to you, SBO. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. Teo says, you said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Victor says, of course he was. Me, exclamation mark, which is I'm shocked. Victor says, once SBO starts reading, he doesn't stop until it's done. I've seen it happen. Teo says, it must have been a good read. What was the book? SBO says, ... He's thinking. Victor says, SBO doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. Victor says, what if it was embarrassing? SBO says, what kind of things do you think I read? Teo says, if you don't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Teo says, Dog, could you help me out? Exclamation mark, me and mine. All right, Dog. What book do we think SBO may have been reading? How about My Wish Express Manual? This one. SBO just ... Victor says, a manual? You think SBO was reading instructions? Victor says, what argument could you possibly have to support this? Okay, time to think. Let's not mess up this time. I'm not good at this. Yeah, not enough wings. Victor says, you are both grasping, I knew it. Theo says, we got this, dog. Let's try again. Okay, let's not mess up this time. Not good enough. Got it! Shit. Alright, one more time. This time I won't mess it up. Yo! Looks like I got it. Ding dong. Alrighty. Theo says there are all books scattered around the floor. Sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. Theo says all except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. Uh-oh, SBO is being sus. Theo says this log of attention is detail isn't normally like you, SBO. Victor says, hey no, I won't have you insulting with my pal like the... SBO says, calm down, Victor. I know you mean well, but I can't handle myself. Victor says, apologize, SBO. Dog in mind, the butcher and a poet friendship can't form anywhere. SBO says, that is indeed a book. I was reading the Mileage Express manual. Trains are cool. No, trains are cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to say trans. That's not part of the sentence. Anyways, move on. Theo says, in that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Doc, if you don't mind. Let me exclamation mark. Could you ask XBO some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Me in the mind? Oh, I see. Quiz SBO about the manual to prove he read it. He says, which page should I quiz him on? Page 316. He says, okay, what if it's an if accident and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? SBO says robotic arms during events, they can't perform the variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. Me in mind, I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself. Me in mind, though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. SBO says the robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passengers safely. Theo says, seems like SBO aced that question, dog. Hit him with the another one. Okay. Me in mind, okay, which page I could choose. 201. Let's see what this happens. Okay. Okay. He says, what is the Mileage Express cancellation policy? SBO says, no refunds and you will be charged and charge a show fee. This does not apply if you're over age of 65. Dang, I didn't realize 65 is like over age or something. Dang. Me says, gee, this person who made this rule must have been over 65. Tail says, last one, dog. Let SBO can go 3 for 3. Me and my gotcha, which page I should pick last? 242. He says that was implemented to support conductor duties and ease general chain applications. SBO says an intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to ensure smooth travel for guests. Me and mine, I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without conductor presence. SBO says, now did I pass through little test? I guess he have it. Me says, totally, it's wild. You were able to retain all this information so quickly. SBO says, a poet's brain is often surprising. Me and mine, I don't know if I'll be bragging about that. There says you really read a manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. Victor says, and you both had a nerve to question my buddy like that. Victor says, don't we want to supporting folks who read? Me says, you have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. Me and mine, but he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. SBO says, no, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. SBO says, Victor was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substitute, despite being the truth. Until shocked, me saying, well, you definitely read through the manuals, so I suppose we can. There says, SBO, is that true? Victor was only one to see you reading? SBO says, yes, that's correct. Problem? Tail says, frankly, I don't believe that can be true, but we have evidence to back it up. Tail says, Dark? Me, in my mind, he always puts me on the spot. Me in mind, okay, Dark, think we should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw SBO reading, but what? Okay, not the menu. No. How about this? Uh-oh, I guess I picked the wrong evidence. SBO says, not sure what you're trying to say with that. I don't waste my time. SBO says, not sure that's a right, Dog. What evidence do we show someone should have SBO reading? Okay, it's not this one. The menu? Not this one. How about a lock? There you go. SBO says, shadows lock. SBO says, please, pray tell what this has to do with anything. Tail says, well, Doc, let's get our argument together. Alrighty, round 2. Let's go. What? Come on, I got this. Don't fail. That was close. Got it. No fail for second time. Anyways, onward. Tail says Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Victor says, yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score long. Victor says, clocks are natural gamers. Huh, is that so? Tail says, SBO said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. Tail says he only mentions that Victor came back. Tail says when Shadow left Knuckles and Victor in the saloon car, SBO was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. SBO says, oh, he's shocked. Uh-oh. Tail says, we know Shadow had walked back through the library car when he left the saloon car. Tail says, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and SBO didn't announce one another on Shadow's return trip. SBO says, I mean, it was a simple slip-up. SBO says, I was just fully immeasured in my book that I didn't notice Shadow. Tail says, you're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up. SBO says, well, you see, Dark in Mind, I can sense SBO's desperations here defending the argument that he was winning the entire time isn't easy. There says, so if you didn't see Shadows returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, there says then at the moment you were really in the library car at all. Me says, but how would Shadow leave? No, let me rephrase that. Me shocked, but how would SBO leave Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw SBO in the saloon car? Tail says, it's a mystery, my dear dog. The one that I would love to SBO to solve. SBO says, you gotta believe me. Me saying, that core Demire is vanishing. SBO says, I was so involved with my book I didn't notice Shadow passed back through the library car, honest. SBO says, when Victor returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. SBO says, yeah, I think I remember doing that. Tail says, I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, SBO. Tail says, if you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? SBO says, I wasn't. I didn't. Me and mine, why doesn't seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's on to something, but I don't see it. Dark in my mind, or me in my mind, was SBO simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not announce Shadow's return to the library car? Dark in mind, what shall I do? I think I should join Tails. Me and mine, no, I can't interrupt Tails while he's on to something. I'll let him continue a line questioning again. Conductor says, Dark, my favorite and beloved employee, please. Protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be treacherous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued. Me and mine, I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails. But me says Tails. Tails shark again. And me says, we have a piece of evidence that can't answer all of our problems. Teo says, alright, my fellow accessory, lay it on me. Teo says, what piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? Is this again? Me says, oh, me and mine. Alright, now let's get my thoughts in order. Alright, round 3. This time I won't mess up. I need to use my sensitivity. Hoop. No. Second time I won't mess up. Gotcha. Teo says the library map. Oh, I see. He says, see the axis? They'll right across from me another, a straight path. Me says, if Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way SBO and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Teo says, looks like you have a point. No, looks like you have to point out exactly on the map you mean. Teo says, SBO, where could SBO have been for Shadow to not see him? Okay, he sat on this chair. Maybe this? Or this? That's a bookcase. I think Shadow would notice if SBO was climbing one of SBO was climbing one of those while he walked through the library hall. He says, shoot. Shadow did not see SBO. He was walking through the library where SBO had been seated. You mean this? Not quite. Shadow not see the SBO he was walking through. Nope. This? There it is. SBO says, interesting. That's where I was sitting, reading my book. Victor says, I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, SBO was in the same spot. Teo says, that confirms it then. You see, Shadow and SBO couldn't have seen one another from this spot. Teo says, because the bookcase is in the way. Me says there's no way Shadow could have seen SBO, or vice versa. Teo says it makes a lot of sense. Why you never mentioned Shadow's return, SBO? Makes a lot of sense. Why you never mentioned Shadow's return, SBO? Teo says, would just no way you would have seen him. SBO says, I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping desperate, telling the truth. SBO says, I'm glad you all believe me now. Teo says, your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Teo says, thank you both for answering out all our questions. Me and mine, we did it. Another pair of alibis validated. Well, that's a bit rough, but at least I managed to go through. Okay, moving on. Me and mine, too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Victor says, well, I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. SBO says, likewise, I could use a breather. Teo says, sadly our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Woosh and especially Shadow. Me says, oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Me says, Amy must kept it open when she passed through earlier. Tail says, then it's our cue to leave. See you later, Victor and SBO. Victor says, give him heck, and if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. SBO says, I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. SBO, a murderer is on the loose while doors keep getting locked. Tick tock. Tick tick tock goes the clock while our heroes are in the caboose. Me and mine, at this point I'm really pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Tail says, come on, dog. Let's see what's next. Me saying, coming. Alright, let's go here. Tail says, are you sure you don't want to stay and look at all the great books a little longer? The mystery calls. Tail says, okay, the investigations continues. What to the next? Ooh. Casino car. Ooh. Pretty fancier though. Dark in mind, all this stuff getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Tail says, whoosh. There you are. I have a lot to say to you. Tail says, we visit every train car so far and everyone said they're seeing you wandering about. Tail says, it's high time told us why. Whoosh says, my. Talk about a warm welcome, quick to the point, aren't you, darling? Whoosh says, and I see you brought a microwave master with you. Me, in my mind, says, please don't let that be my legacy. Me says, Tails is right, folks. Have brought you up a lot. Care to explain? Whoosh just thinking. Blade says, tell him, Whoosh, we're gonna need the help. Tail says, Blaze? Whoosh says, alright, I've been hunting for treasures rumored to be stored here on the train. Me and mine for treasures, they currently didn't tell me about treasure in the interview. Whoosh says, since I'm part business tycoon, but purveyor of fine collectibles, I knew I had to find it. Blade says, tell him what it is, Whoosh. Whoosh says, alright, well, Whoosh says it's Fabuash chow egg. Tail says, wow, that does sound extravagant. Tail says, but please don't tell me you accept Amy's birthday invite only to find that egg. Whoosh says a woman can't have multiple goals. I have Amy, her birthday wasn't already, so everything's well taken care of. Whoosh says. Blade says she whooped me in on the hunt immediately. I stay here while she searched the train cars for clues. Blade says I deduced that Fabuash chow egg is here in this train, locked in the safe. Dog in mind. Wait, so the treasures is real? It's actually here? Tail says, what did you manage to find, Whoosh? Whoosh says, oh, well, don't you both take a look? What's this? Whoosh says, I found the train's blueprints in the library car with the safe code written on it. The score of a lifetime. Tail says, the train blueprints, please, Whoosh, let us see that. Tail says, finders keepers, sweetheart. Whoa. She's trying to flood me in tails, huh? Blaze says, there's a problem, we need your assistance. Tail says, what kind of problem? Rouge says, the elevator behind the security guards leads us to a straight room holding the Fabuage Chow egg. Rouge says, but we're not getting anywhere without the guard's access card. Rouge says, we need a plan to get that card to use the elevator, and our chance to success grows with everyone's help. He says, so you want us to help you steal the Fabuage Chow egg? Blaze says, no, Tail says, sorry. Tail says, Blaze, you don't have a problem with this? Blaze says, I see no issues here. Sounds like a fine business venture. Me and mine are her lower card myself, influencing her discuss decisions here. Me and mine is that or breaking the rule. Breaking the rules must be refreshing for a princess. Tail says, Dark, do you have any options on this? Ceiling is for squares. Rouge says, I think the only square here is you, Microwave Master. Blaze says, I must admit, Must wasn't the coolest thing I've heard someone say. Yeah, my cool and mysterious reputation is crumbling. Me says, alright, I'm in, I'll help. Tail says, well, I suppose if both Blaze and Dark go in. Tail says, okay, let's get that Fabuage Chow. Which says, that's a ticket. Happy to have you both on the team. Which is now, we must plan. What's the plan here? Me and mine, oh boy, what have we gotten ourselves into? Which says, access to Fabuage Chow egg room is behind the locked elevator door. The security guard has access card. Do we distract them? Perfect. We're all charming enough for that to work. Me and mine, that was actually really nice thing to say. Tail says, is everything okay? I never seen you smile like that. Blaze says, seems they don't know how to take a compliment. Me and my mind, if I'm gonna be in the casino, my poker face needs work. Rouge says, okay, who's distracting security guard? Maybe Tails? Tails says, sure, I could be the distraction. Blaze says, I don't like the way he said that veto. Rouge says, I'm with Blaze. His delivery was shaky. Tails says, no, really, I could do it. Me, my mind, sorry, no. Me says, sorry, buddy, I think you better be better elsewhere. Tails says, in that case, who should we choose? Rouge says, who's distracting the security guard? How about Blaze? Me says, think you could distract the guard, Blaze? Blaze says, in my life I never let single person down. I won't flatter. Go great. In your mind, her voice is so sorry. I have chills. Rouge says, well, I trust her. Moving on. Rouge says, what's the distraction? How about this? Blaze says, excellent. People love talking about themselves. This will easily distract the guard. Tail says, perfect. I think we can move on then. He says, with the guards distracted, Whoosh, how will you get to the access card? Pick the pocket. Whoosh says, I'll snatch the access key, no problem. That child in uniform won't notice a thing. Tail says, excellent, kid. We can count on you, Whoosh. Tail says, why not to make anything else from them, if you can help it? Whoosh says, no promises. Whoosh says, with a key, with a card obtained, we need to get Blaze out of there. Dog, what's your plan? Pretend your Blaze. Blaze says, then you will be marrying into the royal family. What is your heritage? Blaze says, any war crimes I should know about? Me says, what will I Blaze says, you dress fair to plan. You would need a complete refashioning immediately. Me says, you know what? Maybe we should try something else. Blaze says, interesting. You gave up far too easily as well. We have to work on your fortitude. Me says, I said we'll try something else. Whoosh says, with the card obtained, we need to get the Blaze out of here. Dog, what's your plan? Tail says, absolutely Val, I think of nothing worse. Despicable, I would never allow such a thing in my kingdom. Blaze says, the guard will warning immediately, I'm sure of it. Me says, great. With the guards distracted, we'll all head into the elevator. Whoosh says, and just like that, we'll make it in the elevator inside. We celebrate dance? Tail says, wow, that's proper victory. Whoosh says, oh no, one last security measure we couldn't account for. Whoosh says, what do we do about the mechanical arms attacking from the ceiling? Tie into the big knot. Whoosh says, my shoes don't have laces. Does anyone know how to tie a knot? Blaze says, yes. Well, Blaze says, what? He says, I can, but I gotta sing a little song while I do it. Tail says, I'm gonna step in here and veto this. Let's think something else. He says, because someone didn't want hear my song. Whoosh says, what do we do about the mechanical arms attacking from the ceiling? Okay, how about Tails have to disable them? Tails says, I should be able to disengage them. I'll just need some time. Whoosh says, well, that leads us nicely to the next question. Whoosh says, oh no, Tails is shaking while in the arms tighten the grip. Oh no, I'm gonna stop right here. Okay, that was the longest gameplay here. So anyways, thank you for watching in this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe to my channel. And let's just say it's kinda a bit weird conversations between Victor and SBO. It is hard for me to figure out detective skills, but not with a mastermind. But I'm not good with thinking of all these skills. So anyways, thank you for watching in this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what your thoughts in the comments below. And stay tuned for the 27th of my birthday stream, and also stay tuned on 28th of Pride Month streaming. As always, I will see you in the next videos and streams. Chill peeps of Demon City. Peace.